Hi everyone. I'd like to show you a few areas of our course that are great if you have questions or need extra help on some topics. So the first place to go is the Ask a Question board. I'm always here to help. I do sleep, so I won't respond within minutes, but I am online 6 or 7 days a week. And if you have a question, whether it's course navigation, prerequisite material, or number 45 from the homework, definitely put your question up here. Feel free to answer each other's questions if you have a good tip, or wait for me to reply. That's also fine. So this is a great place to post your questions, and I'm really looking for you to post questions in this course. I'm not going to lecture at you. I'm definitely waiting for your questions to come up, and then I'll give you my spiel on how that concept works. I can give you some practice problems. We can do some stuff together, but definitely start by posting your questions here. Also, in the assignments area, also when you are in the assignments area, so suppose you're working on the homework and things were going well, and then you hit, this strange problem, and you're like, oh my goodness, what is this? This is a hyperbolic trig function. And there's some places you can go for help. At the bottom of the screen, there's the textbook. So you can definitely go in there and look at some examples. I really like these two buttons. So view an example will pull up a worked out example, and they'll give you everything you need to solve the worked out example, and they'll show you the step-by-step. Now notice that problem is different than the one you had to do. But sometimes it's so similar that you can figure out, oh, I needed to use U substitution, and then I needed to look up some formulas on a formula page for hyperbolic trig function integrals. So don't memorize those, definitely look them up, keep your formula page handy. The other tool that's really helpful is Help Me Solve This, and that will actually help you solve the problem that you're stuck on. So it'll give you some prompts, and then as you click continue, it'll ask you to type in what some of the things are. So if you let u equal the hyperbolic sine function or sinh of x over 3, what would be the value of du? And then you can proceed from there. All right, so that's a great tool to use as well. Another thing you can do if you really just want to see a little video on something, our course does have some videos in the Multimedia Library. You can also go to Google. Some of the people I really like are Krista King as well as Khan Academy. So Krista King and Khan Academy tend to be really down to earth, but yet mathematically accurate. So those are two great resources to use as well. But as I said, the best place to go is the Ask a Question board in our course. Now, if you'd like a little bit of extra practice, let's say it's been a while since you took your Calculus 1 course and you want to brush up on some concepts. Go in here and click on the study plan, then all chapters, and then choose a topic like derivatives. Maybe you want to review something in the derivatives area, like you want to review chain rule. Don't go read about the chain rule. It'll go in one ear and out the other. Math is a doing sort of subject, and so the best way to really review something is to do problems. So if you click on that, you can bring up all these problems that have to do with chain rule. And again, they've got the Help Me Solve This, the View an Example on them. So it's a great way to just dig in there with certain concepts, maybe from Calculus 1, that you'd like to review. We also have the e-textbook along the left-hand side as well as the Multimedia Library. So there's some good resources in there. But again, your first place to go is the Ask a Question board. I'm definitely here to help you, and I don't want you to feel like you have to do this course on your own. To the contrary, I want you to think of our course as always open, and that it's just one long dialogue and conversation, and you're always able to access that. As I said, I do sleep. It's a human function. So I won't write back to you, within minutes if it's midnight or something and I happen to be sleeping. But I am usually pretty quick and pretty talkative on the Ask a Question board. So this is definitely a great tool to use.